to the 2026 recognition ceremony for the State Seal of Biliteracy. Thank you for being here and for showing up. We are going to go ahead and get started. And I'm going to ask my superintendent, David Gordon, to come up to the podium and to give a welcome to all. May I have an applause, please?
Thank you so much, Graciela, and welcome everyone to our Seal of Biliteracy recognition ceremony. I want to acknowledge a couple of people who serve our county office so well. Board member Vanessa Kaiigoi, and our Deputy Superintendent, Nancy Hirota. And it's such a pleasure to welcome you to this 14th annual Seal of Biliteracy recognition ceremony. It's amazing, it's been 14 years since this started. And let me say simply, I'm impressed. Fluency in more than one language is not easy. It takes discipline, it takes persistence, and it takes a willingness to think differently, to step outside of what's familiar and make meaning in more than one way. Nearly 2,400 students across Sacramento County have earned this distinction. I think that's worth a round of applause. Demonstrating proficiency in English and 32 other languages. And a number of our students have demonstrated proficiency in more than one language other than English. 120 students demonstrated proficiency in more than one language other than English. This tells me something important. Tells me that you're doing more than meeting a requirement, you're expanding your reach. Being multilingual does at least two things. Academically, it sharpens how you think. You analyze differently. You problem solve differently. You see patterns and meaning that others might miss. And as a citizen of this community, of our nation, and of the world, it changes how you connect. You listen more closely, you understand more fully, and you lead with a broader perspective. We live in a time where the ability to understand one another isn't optional, it's essential. And tonight we're celebrating students who are already doing that work. Now, none of this happens in a vacuum. To our educators, many of whom are here this afternoon, you've created classrooms where language is not just taught, but valued. Let's give our educators a great round of applause. To our families, you've kept language and culture alive, made it important to your young people, often across generations. And to our students, you've kept language and culture alive. You've made the choice to stay with it, even when it got challenging. Let's have a round of applause for our families and our young people. We're also proud to stand alongside the school districts and partners across Sacramento County who make this possible each year. And as we go along with the presentations, you'll hear from board members and other leaders from our school districts who have been 100% in support of these efforts for many, many years. And this afternoon, you'll hear from voices that bring this to life. Our keynote speaker, Leticia Ordaz, and students who will share what the journey has meant to them. Let me close with this. Language opens doors, but more importantly, it opens people. It creates understanding. It creates relationships. It creates mutual respect. And now, more than ever in this country, we need those attributes on the part of our young people. And that's where opportunity really begins. So congratulations to our young people receiving the seal, and let's move on.
Thank you, Superintendent Gordon. I have to say that my name is Graciela Garcia Torres. I'm the Director for Multilingual Education with the Sacramento County Office of Education, and I have been privileged to guide this process for 11 years out of the 14. I want to tell you that the State Seal of Biliteracy is centered around the California English Learner Roadmap. And this is the vision that speaks to English learners fully and meaningfully access and participate in the 21st century education from early childhood through grade 12 and beyond, that results in their attaining of high levels of English proficiency, mastery of grade level standards, and opportunities to develop proficiency in multiple languages. And that is exactly who you represent today. We're so proud of you, and we know how hard it is to stay multilingual. As a mother of 3 children that graduated with the State Seal of Biliteracy, I know the efforts that you have taken. Thank you so much, and congratulations. Here we see a change from 2025 to 2026. And you see that we continue to work with our distinguished 15 districts and charters directly. Indirectly, we work with 55 schools. 32 languages are being represented today in the celebration, and that is almost 2,400 students this year, or SEALs actually, that we are giving and honoring. We just got another list of another 60 students, so we know we went above that number. This is the official number for the ceremony, but we always receive more students that receive this seal. And this is really phenomenal. We have 121 students in our program that have earned the seals in 3 languages, and we have 2 students that earned their seal in 4 languages. Let's give that a round of applause. One of the aspects that we give as a county office, and we're so proud of, is to give a certificate. This certificate certifies that you have received the state seal per the legislation and per the criterion and guidance by the state of California. As Superintendent Gordon, it pretty much means that you are proficient in English and in a language other than English per those guidance, and we offer this certificate today. Our students are receiving a generic certificate as they come across the stage, but Anne-Marie Kennedy from my department has already developed these certificates for you, and we'll gladly print them for you, and it's basically a seal from the California Department of Education that your coordinators will request from the department, so that you get that insignia also on your diplomas, and you get as many insignias as the languages that you are getting your seal for. We have a publication, and in the back we have some QR codes if you want to share this with families. It's a publication that is electronic, and we are live streaming today thanks to the Sacramento Cable Consortium. And so if you want to use that QR code and share that with families that are not here, you're welcome to do so. And thank you. So now I'm going to introduce our keynote speaker, and let me get myself situated. Here we go. Leticia Ordaz. Please join me in welcoming welcoming her. She's a publisher, award-winning bilingual children's book author, literacy advocate, and Emmy award-winning television news anchor and reporter. Leticia is the founder of the bilingual publishing house Cielito Lindo Books, and a 14-time award-winning children's book author, recognized by the International Latino Book Awards, the largest Latino literary awards in the world. A proud Mexicana Americana, Leticia is also an Emmy Award-winning anchor and reporter in Sacramento, where she has covered some of the most significant stories in the nation. She's the author of several beloved bilingual books, including The Adventures of Mr. Maca, The Girl on TV, Could Be Me, that Mr. Maca, Paleta Adventure, and other books, and The Power of a Sister Circle, a girl's guide to making best friends. As a passionate literacy ambassador, Leticia shares with young people that being bilingual is a superpoder, a superpower. As the mother of 2 young Latino boys, she is committed to breaking barriers and shifting the statistics that show that only 7% of American children's books feature Latinx characters or subjects, and only 10% of authors and illustrators in the US are Latinx. When she's not reporting the news or being a voice for her community, Leticia spends her time visiting schools, hospitals, and orphanages in multiple places, including around the world, spreading the love of reading in both English and Spanish. Ser bilingüe es mi superpoder. Con 2 idiomas puedo abrir puertas, contar historias, y conectar corazones. Her quote, "Being bilingual is my superpower. With 2 languages, I can open doors, tell stories, and connect hearts." Ladies and gentlemen, families and students, please welcome Leticia Ordaz.
How is everyone doing this evening? Qué orgullo estar aquí. Felicidades. Congratulations to all of you students who are getting your biliteracy seal today. We know that this journey wasn't easy for you, and I hope to share how being bilingual has become my superpower. And today I'm so proud that it is also yours. Let's give you a big round of applause here today. I stand before you as a first-generation Latina, a first-generation college student for my family, and just what a journey it has been. I want to take you to this picture. Pequeña Leti, I was 3 years old, and discovering that being bilingual was my superpower. In my home, my parents were field workers, and they did not speak English. And I remember going to school, starting out in preschool in Galt, California, and it not always being embraced that I would speak Spanish at school. So it is so encouraging to hear that the educators of today are so enriched and are empowering you to continue to speak your native language. Don't ever make yourself small and stop speaking your native language just to make someone else happy. Everyone here today is encouraging you and so proud that you now have this seal, that you now speak English fluently. But just please, 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 don't ever lose your native language. And felicidades for earning this huge accomplishment today. you earned the State Seal of Biliteracy. So amazing. This was me in high school, the one in the red dress, the girl that had big dreams. And I want to share those dreams with you here today because I want you to have your own big dreams. When you share stories of what you want to do with your life, don't let anyone tell you that your dreams are too big and that they are not possible. I was that shy girl in class, the girl that got straight A's. But still, when I shared my dreams of wanting to go to a 4-year college with my counselor in high school, my counselor said, "Are you sure you can succeed in college? Your parents are not college graduates." But I used that, instead of putting me down, I used that as fuel to light the fire. I wanted it more than ever, and I was going to prove the world wrong. So when someone tells you that you can't do something, please press on and know that the world is yours. I became a television journalist in the television station that I grew up watching as a young child. I would tell my mommy when I was 5 years old, watching KCRA Channel 3, "Mommy, I want to be that girl on the news. Why doesn't anyone on TV look like me?" And my mommy turned around and said to me, "You keep going to school. You keep studying. One day you will go to college and you will be that girl on TV," which I have become. Flying in Live Copter 3. Earning the biggest prize in television news. And I want to go back to my bilingual literacy skills. When I received my first job in Elko, Nevada, my news director told me he was hiring me because I could speak Spanish. This was not a Spanish television station, but he knew that me being bilingual was going to allow me to connect with the population of Elko, Nevada, that I was going to be able to interview people that no one else could because I knew 2 languages. So to this day, now that I am still at KCRA as their weekend anchor and reporter, I continue to use my skills to interview people that no one else can interview. So my journey has taken me from not only being a journalist, but becoming an author. And the reason I share the importance of being a bilingual author is because when I first started writing my first manuscript, The Adventures of Mr. Macaw, I was sure this was going to be a bestseller immediately. Something in my heart told me that the world needed to have this book. But when I pitched this book to major publishers, they told me, "We love your story, Leticia. We want to publish your book, but does it have to be in Spanish?" They told me, "Latinos don't read." That's what they said to me. Do you think I was going to let them stop my dreams? No, 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 no. What I did was I started my own publishing house, Cielito Lindo Books. And 6 months later, I took on that publisher in the largest prize for books, the International Latino Book Awards. And I received 4 gold medals against the company who told me, "Latinos don't read." That wasn't a win just for my company. That was a win for my community. So what would have happened if I would have just conformed to fit in? If I would have just said, "This book should only be in English because I really want to be published," it wouldn't have been able to reach as many hands as it has today. Mr. Macaw has taught children how to read. I hear that from families daily. Mr. Macaw has helped children with autism who can't speak learn to say the word macaw when they can't even say mama. That is the power of literacy right there. So, from what started as my first print run of printing 5,000 books, when everyone thought I was crazy and said, "There's no way that you as an independent publisher will be able to sell 5,000 books," I have now sold and given away more than 1 million books. And as Graciela mentioned, it is so powerful to continue writing, and I hope to inspire some of you to take up writing, because I quickly learned that there weren't many quality bilingual books out there. Only 5% of Latino authors ever even get published. That's why I started my company, to not just publish my stories, but to publish the stories of others. And so this last year, I was so proud to win the Social Justice Author of the Year award. It was so meaningful to me because my life's mission is not to sell books. My life's mission is to get children in low-income neighborhoods reading, and that is what I have been able to do with my company. And I also got to win the Aguila Award. And this is an award from my community because I feel that my books are allowing our community to spread their wings and fly even higher. And I have also, being bilingual, been able to bring something really cool to Sacramento. I've been able to start the Sacramento Latino Book and Family Festival, bringing authors from all over the country who are Latino to show our community that there are books for everyone and that Latinos do, in fact, read. And if you can recognize Eddie, Mr. Olmos right there, Dolores Huerta, these are some of our keynote speakers who are 100% behind my literacy mission. 2 years ago, I received the Hero Award in Los Angeles for helping one school in downtown Los Angeles get kids reading. Kids who were not interested in books before, no one had ever gifted them a book, there was no books in their home, and now I've returned year after year, and these children are so eager to read in English and in Espanol. When I wrote the first book and I told you that I faced challenges, this is the picture. This is the first picture that I sketched. So just get to writing your story, because your story can end up being an award-winning book one day if you do it your way and don't conform to what society tells you you need to do. Follow your heart and your journey. I'm so proud of the fact that abuelitas have been able to tell me that they are able to read a book to their grandkids for the first time because this book is in English and Spanish. And little ones have been able to read this book to their grandparents. It has just been so special to see this journey. And who's to say that only one language should be spoken in America? We all know that in Europe, people are so proud to speak multiple languages, and I was so thrilled when the Duchess Fergie reached out to me on Instagram and asked for permission to read my bilingual book on her show. Isn't that cool? That was pretty cool. Not only do I write stories that are in English and Espanol, but my children have been watching me do this since they were little. This is my son, Maxton. He's now 14, and back in October, he won 4 international medals of his own for writing his own story in English and Espanol. And Maxton has really taken it upon himself to visit schools and to continue our literacy mission by making sure that kids are proud to speak another language. So whenever we go to schools, sometimes educators will say, I can have you read to the Spanish kids, to the Spanish program. And we will say, if you want us to visit your school, we will read to every child or no child at all. And usually they then allow us to read to every child at that school. Our books are for everyone. Just such a proud moment for me when I was able to share my bilingual books during the pandemic. The first comment that hit me was a little girl saying, I feel important because those characters look like me. And this little girl also told me, I no longer feel embarrassed that my parents only speak Spanish because your book is in English and Spanish, And somehow you've been able to be successful speaking both languages. So it totally changed this little girl's perspective of how she felt about her parents speaking Spanish. Speaking another language is not something to be embarrassed of. It's something to be proud of. It's something that not everyone can do. It's been pretty incredible to also visit schools and to form partnerships with different departments of education around California, and for teachers to as well be brought to tears when they tell me that they wish these books would have been around when they were kids, that they would have felt more validated had these books been around when they were around, because they were also told not to speak another language at school. As I shared my story, this is one of the images when I mentioned that I was that little girl on TV who watched the news and didn't see anyone who looked like me. This book became an award-winning book because a publisher in San Francisco heard about my story and asked me if I would write a children's autobiography. An autobiography is my own story. And I thought, well, who would want to read about my story? Why is my story important? And I have learned that this book has touched so many lives, and I want to encourage you to share your story with the world, because you never know who you can inspire by simply sharing your journey. Every single one of you has a powerful journey, has a story of success, and a lot of obstacles that you've had to overcome. This book has been so popular that Hollywood has reached out and said, would you let us consider making this a movie? Pretty cool if that would happen. Not only does being bilingual and the literacy mission stay in California or stay in the United States, I spend my summers visiting other countries like Mexico and reading in English and Spanish to children. This particular group was a group of homeless children, and every year an organization takes them food. I reached out to that organization and I said, I want to partner with you. Let's not just take them food. We have to feed their stomachs, but we also have to feed their mind. And they invited me to go with them, but they said, we don't know how long this will last. Maybe the kids won't want to hear your book for very long, so be prepared to keep it brief. I was there for 2 hours reading book after book in English and Spanish, and these young kids begged us to stay. Boy, were those directors wrong. Those kids were so hungry for books, and each one of them got to keep our whole library of books to take to their own space where they live. Every year, another thing I do is I love taking my bilingual skills to an orphanage in Cabo San Lucas, Casa Hogar. If any one of you have ever watched Blue Miracle, it's the same organization and the same group of kids. When we showed up, children who were 10 years old did not know how to read. But now that we've been going for the last 5 years, we just got back from a trip back in June, and every child there can now read. And in fact, they walked us to their library space, picked up a book, and read it from beginning to end. That was very powerful and very special. I'm going to continue my literacy mission year after year to bring books to children all over the country. And I hope that one day you will do something similar. Well, I know that you will accomplish great things in whatever you do, and you will go on to have great careers. I hope that you always keep public service in mind. I hope that you always find ways to give back to the community with your superpower skills. We've been able to bring books not just to kids during the daytime for daytime assemblies. We've been able to get the parents involved. And this night was so special for me in Mojave Desert. It's a book desert. Their library is only open once a week for 2 hours. So it was so powerful for me to go there and to take the whole community a book that they can keep forever. That community stayed with me until 9 o'clock at night. I got there at 5, and every single person wanted to talk to me about how I became a book author. One father who showed up didn't speak English very well, but in Spanish he had told me that he had just been released from jail, and it was his first time reuniting with his son, and that his son told him that the first thing he wanted to do with his dad is to go read a book. So this is where they showed up. That was very powerful. And not only do I write and publish the stories of adults, I work with many school districts to publish the stories of kids in our community, and I help kids write their own stories. This is the Lincoln Unified School District in the Stockton area, and Rosa the Robot will one day be an award-winning book as well. I've also teamed up with middle school and high schools to let kids be the authors of their own books, and now more than 200 young people in California are authors of the book We Come From Greatness, an anthology by the youth of Antelope Valley, and all of the money from these books goes to a college scholarship so these migrant youth can one day go to college. As I mentioned, my son Maxton is an author, and my little son Bronx became an author when he was just 10 years old. So it's pretty cool to pass on the family torch, and we hope to one day inspire you as well. My next book, coming out in the fall of 2027, is My Bilingual Superpower, and I can't wait to share it with you. Keep going out there and speaking your native language. I know you have mastered English, but please know that being bilingual is your superpower. Can you say it with me? Being bilingual is my superpower. Muchas gracias, and congratulations once again.
Thank you so very much.
Thank you.
We have a certificate of appreciation. You know, we asked Leticia to be a volunteer. So she's volunteering her time, and she's going to stay for the end of the ceremony, so that if you want to take pictures with her, she'll be here. And Leticia, we want to say on this 7th day of May 2026, we're honoring your, students and families in your keynote address in the 14th Annual Sacramento County Office of Education Seal of Biliteracy Recognition Ceremony. Gracias por lograr tanto y ser líder. Sigue brillando.
Muchas gracias.
Thank you. And now I'd like to take a moment to recognize and bring to your attention someone that has worked to ensure that we have the State Seal of Biliteracy and authored this State Seal, Dr. Lori Olson. We want to recognize Dr. Lori Olson for her true dedication to the State Seal of Biliteracy and being a champion and one of the most influential leaders in multilingual education. For 5 decades, that's 50 years, Dr. Olson has been nationally respected as a researcher, as an author and advocate, transforming how schools support multilingual learners. She's the founder, director of the strategic advisor of the SEAL Initiative, which has redefined what rich, joyful, language-focused instruction can look like in the young student's life. Dr. Olson played a central role in launching and expanding the California State Seal of Biliteracy and also at the national level. Her leadership with Californians Together ensuring bilingualism is honored as a powerful academic and life asset. Her leadership also helped shape the California English Learner Roadmap and is now advancing multilingual education for all, expanding dual language programs, and protecting the rights of multilingual English learner students. Her landmark publications continue to guide educators nationwide, and her advocacy remains a driving force for equity and multilingual excellence. I know that she's here in heart and spirit, or she might be watching through the live stream. We extend our deepest gratitude for her vision and her unwavering believing in the brilliance of English learners and multilingualism and their families. Tonight, as we celebrate 2,400 state seals of biliteracy earned across the Sacramento County, we honor the legacy and the leadership of Dr. Olson. One of the insignious journeys that we have inserted as part of our recognition ceremony is the student voice. We believe that you are the most powerful to carry the legacy into biliteracy. So we asked the question in the RSVP. So what does obtaining the seal of biliteracy mean to you? And then we also asked them to give us a phrase in the language other than English. On pages 7 and 8 of your program, you see we also publish other quotes from students, but tonight you get to hear from 3 students that were selected out of the 36 students who opted to share their voice tonight. So we're going to call our first student, and our first student is Jacqueline Prieto Gutierrez. I'm asking her to come up to the podium. This is a quote that we lifted from her entry in terms of what it means to be bilingual, biliterate, and she is from Sacramento City Unified School District, Roseman High School, earning her seal in Spanish and English. Applause for Jacqueline.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Jacqueline Prieto Gutierrez, and I am honored to be here today. Biliteracy goes beyond just speaking 2 languages. It has given me advantages and ability to understand the world in different cultures. After graduating high school, I will be attending Sacramento City College, where I will complete my prerequisites for competitive nursing programs. I am also proud to share that I was accepted into the Kaiser Permanente Internship Program, a program with over 2,000 applications, bringing me one step closer to my goals, where I will have the opportunity to grow as I work towards my career. Thank you to God, my teachers, family, and everyone who supported me along the way and for seeing my potential. I want to share with you my background. I have always been my family's translator at stores, restaurants, schools, and doctor's appointments, basically everywhere. At the time, this felt normal because I was already in school learning English. However, for my family, it was extremely difficult because they truly did not understand a word English speakers would say. Today, I am proud to continue serving as a translator because I can help others, not only my family. Almost every day I see the struggle of non-English speakers trying to communicate with English speakers. This has been normalized in our society, yet it should not be. We are all human and meant to support each other. There is also yet no access to fully translating systems in public institutions like hospitals, and creates barriers that lead to overwhelmness and hesitation to speak up. Earning the State Seal of Biliteracy represents my progress towards achieving part of the American dream, becoming bilingual and opening doors to new opportunities, like a career where being bilingual may be essential to qualify. This milestone is important to me because speaking both Spanish and English is part of who I am today and where I come from. Spanish connects me to my abuelitos and parents who only speak Spanish. At the same time, English has shaped who I am because it has been the language throughout my education and future. Both have opened doors for me to grow into a successful woman who can connect with diverse communities and use my voice to support others. Understanding two languages is powerful, and I am grateful to carry both with me throughout my life. The State Seal of Biliteracy to me symbolizes aiming towards a society where language does not divide people, but instead brings us together as a strong, united community. It reflects on a future where language will not limit who people are, their abilities, and values. Speaking multiple languages is an advantage, never a disadvantage. El español forma orgullosamente parte de ser mexicana y gracias a mis padres tuve la oportunidad de aprender un segundo idioma. Muchas gracias.
Thank you, Jacqueline. That was magnificent. We did say that you were going to shine, and you did. Let me make sure I get the right certificate. Sorry. Grab the wrong one. Here you go. So we're basically saying on this 7th day of May 2026, thank you for speaking your voice about earning the State Seal of Biliteracy at the 14th year Sacramento County Office of Education Seal of Biliteracy Recognition Ceremony. Congratulations, class of 2026.
Thank you.
Okay. Our second speaker is Gerald Santos Lacerte, and he has earned the seal for Filipino, Spanish, and English. He comes to us from Elk Grove Unified School District from Monterey Trail High School. Gerald.
Magandang hapon, buenas tardes, good afternoon. My name is Gerald, and to me, getting the State Seal of Biliteracy is more than just something on my diploma, but something to show off of how proud I am with my culture and the new culture that I acquired as well. When I moved here to the United States, I had to learn a whole new language for people to understand me. Well, I had wished, and often still do, that people would understand my language. Learning a new one opened so many more opportunities for me. I believe a culture is tied into a language, and I love the cultures that I was immersed in. I met so many new people, learned so many new things, while keeping the culture that I was born into and love. Bilang isang mag-aaral, nagpapasalamat ako na nakuha ko itong oportunidad na para ipagmalaki sa inyo lahat na ako ay Pilipino at may marangal na kultura. Ngunit hindi ko nagagampanan ng matiwasay dahil dito ako nanirahan, lumaki at ibahagi ko na rin sa aking sarili ang kultura ng Amerika. Sa pagkuha ko ng Seal of Biliteracy, ipinapakita ko sa inyo lahat na hindi ko isinantabi ang lahi naming mga Pilipino. Sa kabila ng iba't ibang kultura na umiiral sa ating estado, kailangan din natin ipahayag sa bawat isa ang ating sariling lahi. También estoy orgulloso de haber tenido la oportunidad de aprender español y de la cultura países hispanohablantes en mi escuela Monterey Trail y con mis compañeros. Espero seguir aprendiendo más idiomas y convivir con más personas y aprender de sus culturas. Me gusta escuchar música de Luis Miguel, José José, Ana Gabriel, Bad Bunny y la telenovela La Rosa de Guadalupe. Me veo como un chino, pero puedo hablar español. As a student, I'm grateful that I got this opportunity to express to all of you that I am Filipino and I have a noble and vibrant culture, but I cannot do it comfortably because I've lived here, grew up here, and also shared the culture of America with myself. By getting the State Seal of Biliteracy, I show you all that I have not set aside my Filipino culture. Despite the different cultures that exist in our state, we also need to express our own race to each other. Also, I'm proud that I got the chance to learn Spanish and the cultures of Spanish-speaking countries in my school and with the people around me. This seal shows that I know the way around my culture and how I want to express it to other people. I want to show how beautiful the Filipino and Spanish cultures are and how mine and other people's cultures mix so well to create the America we know today. America is simply just a mix of different cultures, but this is an opportunity for me to fully illustrate a big part of mine. Maraming salamat, muchas gracias, thank you so much.
Thank you, Gerald. That was wonderful. What a wonderful opportunity for us to hear the three languages. Wouldn't you say? Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Okay, we have one more student, and I believe I was confirmed she is here. Asma Saqib from Sheldon High School, Elk Grove Unified School District, and she's getting her state seal for Dottie and English. Asma.
Assalamu alaikum. Good afternoon, everyone, and congratulations to all the Seal of Biliteracy recipients. My name is Asma Saqib, and I'm truly honored to be standing here today and share my story with you. Getting the Seal of Biliteracy means to me more than just knowing different languages. It tells the story of who I've become. When I first came to the United States, English felt unfamiliar, and sometimes even terrifying. There were moments when I stayed quiet, not because I had nothing to say, but because I didn't yet have the words. I found my voice, and with it, my confidence when I learned English. But while I was learning English, I was never leaving Dari behind. Dari is the language of my home, my family, and my memories. It carries the way I laugh, the way I express love, and the way I understand the world. Being bilingual doesn't feel like balancing separate identities. It feels like being whole. I am both at the same time. This experience has also changed the way I see my future. As I continue my education and hopefully become a dermatologist one day, I want to help people feel more comfortable and confident in themselves. This journey had also made me curious about learning other languages. I've spent years learning Turkish and even started learning Korean. Not just to speak more, but to understand more. Because to me, language is more than communication. It is a connection. Getting the seal is not just an achievement. It is a reminder that growth can be uncomfortable, but it's always worth it. It shows that I can adapt, learn, and hold on to who I am. ما به خودم و همه شما افتخار میکنم که به این مرحله رسیدیم و امیدوار هستم که بعد از این هم بیشتر رشد کنیم. I am proud of myself and all of you for reaching this stage, and I hope that we continue to grow even more after this. Thank you. تشکر خیلی زیاد. And done.
Well, that's the power of the voice of our students. And with that, I want to cherish that in the 14 years, we have reached almost 23, actually more than 23,000 seals for our students. And we've been busy, 65,000 SCOE exams, and we have reached 45 languages out of the 150 that we have represented through our county. And so, since we started collecting the 3 or more languages, we accounted for almost 200. And that work can't happen alone. At this time, I'd like to call and recognize someone that has supported with the SCOE exam for multiple years, but in this particular year, because we share the resources, and this person, I believe, helped to score and test and facilitated, coordinated about 20 students. So I'd like to call Vilma Payton alongside with Anne-Marie Kennedy, please, to the podium. So for Vilma, I know it's a surprise. Yes, so Vilma, we want to thank you for your remarkable generosity in sharing multilingual examiners across districts, ensuring equitable and inclusive access to language testing and student support for the 14th annual Sacramento County Office of Education Seal of Biliteracy. Thank you for making a world of a difference.
Thank you.
Thank you. And because Vilma, works in Folsom, Cordova, and she's had an outstanding leader that has been part of the SEAL since its inception in Sac County, we also want to send this to Maria Elena Cabrera because she's been supporting alongside you. So thank you. And usually we do this at the end, but I wanted to do this in the beginning. I've been doing this 11 years, like I said, but work has to happen as a team. And my left-handed person, who's also left-handed, is Anne-Marie Kennedy, and I wanted to honor her and thank her for doing all the work that she's done behind the scenes. Thank you. And the flowers are yours. And now we get to the moment you've all been waiting for. So today we are counting almost 2,400 seals in these 14 years. And on page 34 of your program, you see the many languages that are represented. So these 15 districts and charters that you see on this slide have staff members dedicated to supporting the State Seal and the SCOE exam that we're able to provide in our county. So, congratulations, class of 2026. I will explain the process of how we will call you to come to the stage. So we will call the districts by order, and we will, when called, we ask that you stand up and that you will make your way over to this side of our space. I have two of our colleagues and friends from SCOE, Ana Ampania and Isela Mendez, that will be guiding you in how you get up, line up, and where the front is and where the tail is, okay? You will make sure you bring your card with you. You will go to the side, come up the stage. I will give you a generic certificate. Your coordinator will come to the podium and call out the names. You will walk over across the stage, shake the hands of everyone that will join us on stage, and walk down that way back to your seat. Sounds good? Okay. Well, we get to have one of our school districts do that first, and that's going to be Center. And as we get ready, I'd like to call Superintendent Gordon and our board members to join us, and our keynote speaker, Dr. Hirota, Dr. Purell, to join us, please, on the stage. And if you please join us on this side next to our banner so that you can shake the hands of the students and congratulate each one of them. Thank you so much. As they're getting ready, I'd like to tell you and give you context of what we ask. Each one of the coordinators has worked tirelessly to ensure that they get as many students qualified as possible. And they work with the team. When they come to the podium, they're going to give us context for their story of their district and the students that we are celebrating today. In the program pages, you have all the names from each one of these districts or charters. So for Center, you will find on page 9. And so now I'd like to welcome Doug Huey. Make sure that you do the advance the slide. You advance your slide.
Thank you. Thank you very much. As I drove up here, I sat outside in the sun and I forgot what I was going to say because it's a little hot outside. But I listened to some people. I listened to all you people. I want to thank Mr. Gordon. I want to thank Leticia, the student speakers, and Graciela. You said something very important. The word connect came out of your mouths at least 4 or 5 times, each of you. And it reminded me of my first interview 35 years ago. I was interviewing for an English job. They asked me for my philosophy of education. And I said, it is and always will be a game of connections. And 35 years later, I think the same thing. And there's no better way to connect with students and communities and families and parents and so on than through language. At Center High School, there's data you can read on your own, but I'm very proud to be a part of this. Barbara Violet, who I'm standing here talking, but Violet, who these kids know very well, she's the arm, she's the hand and the heart of this school with this program. And she's not here tonight, but she doesn't like to talk, but she works her tail off. But she's the reason our kids are here. I've got a few representatives here tonight. But we've had 55 overall. You see we have 20% of our seniors that are bilingual, or multilingual, excuse me, and I'm very proud of them all. Let's go ahead and start them. Come on up. First up, Michaela Chavez, Spanish. Alina Halitska, Ukrainian and Russian. Good. Antoine Esquivel, Spanish. Canessa Sells, Spanish. Samantha Shimokawa, Spanish. Mackenzie Fountain, Spanish. Isabella just got here. Isabella Kosov, Ukrainian. Thank you very much, folks.
Thank you, Doug. Congratulations, Center Unified School District's scholars. One round of applause, please. And we get ready for Elk Grove Unified School District. I'd like to call Garrett Lipstock to the podium, please.
Good evening. My name is Garrett Lebstock, and I get the honor of working in the multilingual department, Elk Grove Unified. First, I just want to say thank you to our Elk Grove Superintendent, Mr. David E. Riley, our Elk Grove School Board, our Executive Director, Lindsay Lilly, who has continued to promote, continued to prioritize multilingualism in all of our classrooms at each of our schools. The journey for each of these students to get to this place to earn this award looks very different based on the path they pursued. But the impact in the classrooms is, it's incredible. As a proud parent of students in Elk Grove, I benefit from this. I see it in the stories that my own kids bring home and the impact that the multilingualism, that the culture of our amazing students brings and impacts the students that are sitting next to them. It's daily. As you can see this year, we had almost 600, 583 students earn the state seal. It's the most ever for Elk Grove. Super proud of the students for doing that. We had 19 languages represented. And I am always, I just laugh to myself we have seniors who, towards graduation, they're months away, and they say, why not opt into another test? Why not take another one? And they opt into the SCOE exam. We had 99 students this year who did that, who earned it through that process. Special thanks to our teachers who continue to do way more go way beyond the classroom for our students, whether that's meeting their needs at lunch, whatever it is. Shout out to them and what they do. Our counselors, our administrators, our translators who represent multilingualism at school every day and make those connections. And also a special thanks to two people who have helped me this whole way, Zai Vu and Cynthia Mua, who have helped contribute to this whole process and make this happen. As our keynote speaker said today, students, I hope that you always follow your dreams. Never let somebody tell you that your dream isn't what it should be. I hope you follow your heart. I hope that you write your own stories. Gerald and Ozma were so eloquent today. I'm so impressed that you represented our school district and yourselves, making yourself whole. And I loved the quote of, language is not about speaking, but it's about understanding. What a powerful way to think about multilingualism. I can't wait to see what you all do next, and I'm super excited. Congratulations. Gershal Singh, Elk Grove High School, Spanish. Joseph Haro, Elk Grove High School, Spanish. Gerald Lazatin, Monterey Trail High School, Tagalog and Spanish. Lucas Jastrzemski, Elk Grove High School, Spanish. Reina Sanchez, Elk Grove High School, Spanish. Natalie Oregon, Sheldon High School, Spanish. Camila Rangel, Sheldon High School, Spanish. Minh Nguyen, Sheldon High School, Vietnamese. Morgan Asuncion, Franklin High School, Spanish. Grace Yang, Casunas Oaks High School, Mandarin. Aisha Ariwola, Franklin High School, French. Isabella DiAugustine, Franklin High School, Spanish. Van Do, Franklin High School, Japanese. Maria Ortiz, Florin High School, Spanish. Ethan Vest, Pleasant Grove High School, Spanish. Nathan Dumitru, Las Flores, Romanian. Krista Baron Chavez, Monterey Trail High School, Spanish. Alexa Rodriguez, Monterey Trail High School, Spanish. Jasmine Ramos, Monterey Trail High School, Spanish. Sophie Dantok, Casunas Oaks High School, Japanese. Amber Liu, Monterey Trail High School, Vietnamese. Amanjit Singh, Pleasant Grove, Japanese. Serenity Famasane, Famasan, Japanese, Pleasant Grove. Diana Garcia Torres, Pleasant Grove, Spanish. Muraya Sierra, Franklin High School, Spanish. Fernanda Garcia, Monterey Trail, Spanish. Khadija Saka, Monterey Trail High School, Dari. Jalen Williams, Monterey Trail High School, Spanish. Mara Wakili, Casunas Oaks High School, Spanish. Chloe Nguyen, Casunas Oaks, Japanese. Dureya Al-Shabibi, Casunas Oaks, Arabic. Abriel Silvano, Casunas Oaks, Japanese. Stephanie Chin, Casunas Oaks, Spanish. Yenedith Rivera, Casunas Oaks, Spanish. Anaí Padilla, Cosumnes Oaks, Spanish. Priscila Cruz Santiago, Cosumnes Oaks, Spanish. Veronica Chavez, Cosumnes Oaks, Spanish. Jahant Cardenas Fernandez, Elk Grove Charter, Spanish. Javier Cuellar, Spanish. Go for it. Brazia Osborne Henry, Sheldon, French. Delilah Morales, Sheldon, Japanese. Chi Melissa Pham, Sheldon, French. Tamina Sawari, Sheldon, Dari. Monachiso Osiafco, Franklin, Spanish. Carisma Torres, Sheldon, Spanish. Winchi Tan, Sheldon High School, Chinese. And Asma Sakib, Sheldon High School, Dari.
Thank you. Congratulations, Elk Grove Unified School District scholars. And they are on pages 9 through 16. Next, we're going to call Folsom Cordova Unified School District, and Jana Malhart is here to represent. And the pages for Folsom Cordova are pages 16 through 19.
Hi, good evening. My name is Jana Malhart. I'm the Folsom Cordova Unified School District lead teacher for English learners in grades TK through 12, and that means I get to work with both our curriculum and instruction department as well as our multilingual learners department. What a great combo that is. I'm also joined tonight with Vilma Patton, who you got to meet earlier, who is a fantastic member of our team. She is our special projects coordinator. We're thrilled to be here to celebrate our seniors who have worked diligently, both at school and at home, to earn the California Seal of Biliteracy. Folsom Cordova has had the honor of participating in the Seal of Biliteracy with SCOE since 2012. And this is an event we look forward to each and every year. Folsom Cordova is the educational home to over 22,000 students in the, oh my goodness, PowerPoint, there we go. 22,000 students in our area. 68% of our students report English as their home language, and 14% of our student body are English learners. Another 18% either entered into our schools with initial fluency in English or have since been reclassified as fluent English proficient. While English, Spanish, Russian, and Farsi are our most prevalent home languages, our families represent a total of 87 languages from around the world. This year, 334 seals were earned by our seniors in 21 different languages, with 23 students earning multiple seals. Our district values and respects the many cultures our students bring to our classrooms. We recognize that multilingualism is an exceptional asset, or as one of our qualifying seniors beautifully put it at an earlier recognition ceremony in our district, I wanted to earn the Seal of Biliteracy because as a child raised in a multilingual family, I treasure language learning and wanted to broaden my knowledge and understanding. This certificate, students, is a testament to that dedication. To our seniors, we're incredibly proud of you, and we can't wait to see what you do next. In closing, I want to be sure to thank all of our teachers, the counselors that help the students along the way, and all of our district staff who work together behind the scenes in a united effort to ensure that our 12th graders can reach this really impressive milestone. Congratulations. Ray Vargas, Cordova High School, Spanish. Pranati Guru, Folsom High School, Spanish. Anna Karat, Folsom High School, Spanish. Nikita Joshi, Folsom High School, French. Corey Wallace, Folsom High School, Spanish. Parishe Azer, Vista del Lago High School, French. Lisette Reynosa Cervantes, Vista del Lago High School, Spanish. Hannah Huyn, Vista del Lago High School, Spanish. Young Hong Yang, Vista del Lago High School, Chinese. Simha Rajinikanth, okay. Folsom High School, Spanish and Tamil. Julie Hong, Folsom High School, Mandarin, Cantonese. Mio Marsula, Folsom High School, Japanese. Amirta Porshavan, Folsom High School, French. Sanvi Mishra, Folsom High School, French and Hindi. Neil Buhalfa, Cordova High School, Arabic. Bo Platt, Vista del Lago High School, Spanish. Brendan Miller, Vista del Lago High School, Spanish. Braden Miller, Vista del Lago High School, Spanish. Stanley Wilson is in Elk Grove? Okay, welcome. Elk Grove District, Pleasant Grove High School, Spanish.
Thank you, Janet.
Okay.
That was wonderful. Congratulations. Folsom Cordova scholars and Elk Grove students. We're a family, so it's all right. Now it is my honor and such happiness to have Galt Joint Union High School District join us for the very first time. Can we give them a round of applause? First time in the ceremony. I'd like to welcome Anna Trennell, Superintendent of Galt Joint Unified School District, representing and congratulating her students. And you find Galt on pages 19 and 20. So we have two of the principals here with us. Thank you. Please join join our dignitaries here, and you'll shake the hands of the students. Thank you.
Good afternoon. It is my honor and pleasure to be here on this inaugural evening where we are able to share with all of you, our beautiful scholars, tonight. I am Anna Trinnell, the proud superintendent for the Galt Joint Union High School District. When I learned that we had not participated in this momentous occasion, I knew that that had to change. It's important for our students to know all the ways in which we can celebrate them and their achievements. So I'm very honored that we could be here tonight. I also would like to welcome two of our assistant principals, Gail Alvarado from Galt High School and Cherise Sims from Liberty Ranch High School. Thank you for being here tonight. Before we move forward, recognizing our scholars, I do want to just share one thing. This is my second year as superintendent in the Galt Joint Union High School District, and it is a new day. Ms. Ordaz, I would like to follow up with you. Thank you for sharing your story. I would like to bring full circle your story into our district. I would like to thank the Sacramento County Office of Education, President Gordon, board, staff, Graciela, and your team. Thank you for having us here today. On behalf of the Galt Joint Union High School District Board of Education, I would like to recognize our scholars. Giselle Perez Ramirez, Galt High School, Spanish. Cynthia Martinez, Galt High School, Spanish. Miranda Regla, Liberty Ranch, Spanish. Jasmine Reyes, Liberty Ranch, Spanish. Preciosa Perla Vila Pando, Liberty Ranch, Spanish. Yoritza Salgado, Liberty Ranch, Spanish. Emily Murillo, Galt High School, Spanish. Guadalupe Victoria Ramos Gonzalez, Galt High School, Spanish. Elise Suarez, Liberty Ranch, Spanish. Samantha Barajas Preciado, Liberty Ranch, Spanish.
Thank you. Such wonderful connections to make. And I believe we have a student from River Delta, and I am representing. So is the student from River Delta here? Yes? No? Okay, if the student from River Delta, we'd like to welcome you to the stage. Okay. Okay. As our students for the next school district, I'd like to call for Sacramento City Unified School District, our hosting district. Thank you. We are in one of your high schools, Hiram Johnson. I'd like to call Julie La Marin to the podium. We did have about 90 students from Sac City tell us that they were coming. Thank you, families, for making it possible for the students to join us today. All right. Here you
Hi, good evening. My name is Julie Lamarin, and I serve as the History, Social Science, and World Languages Coordinator for Sacramento City Unified School District. It is a profound honor to stand before you tonight to celebrate the class of 2026. This year, we are recognizing 352 graduates across 15 sites and charters who have earned the State Seal of Biliteracy. What makes this year truly remarkable is our growth. We have expanded from 15 to 25 represented languages, a testament to our district-wide commitment to ensuring every student and family knows the value of their linguistic heritage. This is more than just an award. It is a reflection of our goal of building equitable systems in which lived experiences are integrated into the classroom. By honoring both home languages and those studied in school, we validate the authentic voices of our students. In the real world, these language skills are the bridges to human connection. Class of 2026, we are incredibly proud of you. May this just be the beginning of a life where your diversity is seen, heard, and celebrated. Thank you. Starting out, we have Ramiro Arias Lomas from the Met High School, Spanish. We have Emily Del Cid, the Met High School, Spanish. We have Yuri Martinez, the Met High School, Spanish. We have Elizabeth Juarez Santa Cruz, the Met, Spanish. We have Luna Casares Torres, the Met High School, Spanish. We have Brylan Cruz Escondido, the Met High School, Spanish. We have Alexandra Cruz, C.K. McClatchy High School, Spanish. We have Nhat Nam Duong, Hiram Johnson High School, Vietnamese. We have Phat Cao, Hiram Johnson High School, Vietnamese. We have Samuel Sandoval Hernandez, McClatchy High School, Spanish. Arsco Rivera, School of Engineering and Sciences, Spanish. Daniel Ortiz, School of Engineering and Sciences, Spanish. Cristobal Trujillo Montiel, School of Engineering and Sciences, Spanish. Edwin Garcia Reyes, School of Engineering and Sciences, Spanish. Nathan Leon Munoz, West Campus High School, Mandarin and Spanish. Daniel Reyes, John F. Kennedy High School, Spanish. Augustine Saceda, Hiram Johnson High School, Spanish. Leo Gonzalez, Hiram Johnson High School, Spanish. Alexander Maldonado, Hiram Johnson High School, Spanish. Douglas Jimenez, John F. Kennedy High School, Spanish. Elazar Martinez, Hiram Johnson High School, Spanish. Rafael Kyle Alonzo, C.K. McClatchy High School, Tagalog. Wesley Wakabayashi, C.K. McClatchy High School, Japanese. Walter Yan, C.K. McClatchy High School, Japanese. Mei Ting Yu, C.K. McClatchy High School, Japanese. Naomi Esparza, Rosemont High School, Japanese. Una Bond, Rosemont High School, Japanese. Kimberly Pereira Ramirez, Luther Burbank High School, Spanish. Adriana Aguirre, Luther Burbank High School, Spanish. Kim Fan, Luther Burbank High School, Spanish. Beauty Yang, Luther Burbank High School, Hmong. Daisy Lee, Luther Burbank High School, Hmong. Araceli Quintero, West Campus High School, Spanish. Marieli Gutierrez, Hiram Johnson High School, Spanish. Yexamin Perez Pampa, Hiram Johnson High School, Spanish. Itma Singh Monter, Hiram Johnson High School, Spanish. Montana Miranda, Kennedy High School, Spanish. Jacqueline Zamri Pa, John F. Kennedy High School, Spanish. Yvette Mendoza, John F. Kennedy High School, Spanish. Diego Lopez, School of Engineering and Sciences, Spanish. Bailey McCraw, C.K. McClatchy High School, German. And our speaker for the evening, Jacqueline Prieto Gutierrez, Rosemont High School, Spanish. Michelle Alba, Hiram Johnson High School, Spanish. Marely Rosales, Hiram Johnson High School, Spanish. Vanessa Delgado, Hiram Johnson High School, Spanish. Natalie Ortega, Hiram Johnson High School, Spanish. Tristan Torres, C.K. McClatchy High School, Spanish. Victor Flores Melendez, C.K. McClatchy High School, Spanish. Harry Herrera Castillo, Rosemont High School, Spanish. Valeria Davila Jimenez, Rosemont High School, Spanish. Hortensia Diaz Perez, Rosemont High School, Spanish. Pamela Ortiz, Rosemont High School, Spanish. Saeed Abbas Nagavi, Rosemont High School, Farsi. Jonathan Everett, Rosemont High School, Spanish. Samantha Sagustume, Hiram Johnson High School, Spanish. Juan Manuel Alvarez Gondomez, McClatchy High School, Spanish. Brandon Ugade, John F. Kennedy High School, Spanish. Austin Abratria, John F. Kennedy High School, Spanish. Luke Auman, John F. Kennedy High School, Spanish. Zakira Khan, Capital City High School, Fijian Hindi. Kyle Noah Deganos, Hiram Johnson High School, Tagalog. Estrella Navarte Tapia, John F. Kennedy High School, Spanish. Dana Sanchez Montelongo, C.K. McClatchy High School, Spanish. Magali Ramirez, CK McClatchy High School, Spanish. Meli Apan Quintero, CK McClatchy High School, Spanish. Jessica Torres, John F. Kennedy High School, Spanish. Gabriel Gomez, Rosemont High School, Spanish. Morelli Hernandez, CK McClatchy High School, Spanish. Sarah Manuel Francisco, Hiram Johnson High School, Spanish. Samantha Morales Zaragoza, Luther Burbank High School, Spanish. Congratulations again for the Sac City Unified State Seal of Biliteracy recipients. Thank you.
Congratulations, Sacramento City Unified School District scholars. And I just saw my great niece come through. I just have to say, my great niece, mi sobrina nieta. All right, congratulations. I have been told that River Delta is in the house. So we want to welcome, I believe we have 2 students. River Delta students, please come up. And I will be calling out your names, so just come to the podium. So with River Delta, we have been engaged with the State Seal since 2013. And this is some numbers from 2024 all the way to 2026. River Delta started their exam process with the Sacramento County Office of Education in 2024. And so I'd like to call the students from River Delta, please. I have the honor to call your name. Abigail Kwang, Delta High School, Spanish. And we have Brianna Ramos, Brianna Rivas, River Delta High School for Spanish. Thank you for making the drive for the families too. And now we get to call from one of our charters in Sacramento County Office of Education, Rex and Margaret Fortune, Early College High School. So may I welcome Eric Jones, and I believe you have 2 teachers that are with you. Awesome.
Where's my Spanish teacher? There's the amazing one. All right. So before I begin, I just wanted to say how grateful I am for our Spanish teacher. That it really is her vision that made this happen. She is the one who has made this bloom. Yes, they did the work, but it was really her inspiration and her guidance throughout. So this is as much Ms. Ibada's award as it is your award tonight. Yeah, she's amazing. I'm also really grateful that we have a parent and a principal here tonight. Her daughter is getting her award, so thank you to our principal, Dr. Newton, who is also here celebrating her daughter tonight. Yeah, scream and shout, it's amazing. It was the revolutionary educator, Paulo Freire, who talked that language is never neutral. And that speaks to relationships then of power. And as we heard tonight from Leticia, she talked about it being a superpower. And that's absolutely true, because you now have the ability to see the world through this kind of double vision. And for some of you, a quadra vision. And that means that you have the opportunity to engage with the world so much more vibrantly, so much more authentically, and so much more holistically and globally. And in a time where hearing another language is really daunting to people, and it's frightening for other people to hear it, never stop speaking those languages. Celebrate the fact that you can see the world through multiple lenses. This is truly who you are. You are poderoso. You are powerful. Never let that power die. So I'm so proud to bring forth our scholars this year from Rex and Margaret Fortune Early College High School. Please come forward. Allison Gonzalez, Spanish. The incredible Anthony Gonzalez, Spanish. Cherie Johnson Garner, Spanish. Anaya Newton, Spanish. Maya Lisa Peda, Spanish. The incredible Bobby Amos, Spanish. It's JJ Janelle Johnson, Spanish. The incredible Brandy Brown, Spanish. Our salutatorian, Nalab Ibrahim, valedictorian. And salutatorian, and my favorite VP, Trinity Howard, Spanish. The amazing Irish Yaji, Spanish. Alexandria Hancock, Spanish. And AA, Aurora Oriala, Spanish. Thank you. Thank you.
Congratulations. Thank you, Fortune. And now we are going to call San Juan Unified School District scholars, and we have the board member, Tanya Krabachuk, that will be calling the student's name, and Gerardo Padilla will be accompanying her. And I believe there are other dignitaries that will be joining us at the podium, on the stage. And San Juan students are on pages 27 to 33. Thank you.
Good evening. Sorry about that. My name is Tanya Kravchuk. I'm the board president of San Juan Unified School District. With me here is my colleague, Nick Blois, fellow board member, and also the coordinator for the State Seal of Biliteracy, Jerry Padilla. We are so glad to be here with you all to celebrate this incredulous moment. As someone who was a multilingual student myself, I know firsthand what it means to navigate the world in more than one language. The hard work, the courage, and the occasional disaster. Because let's be honest, being multilingual comes with some truly humbling moments. You have inside jokes that only work in one language and are not translatable. You mix metaphors from different cultures and end up saying something like, "We need to grab this bull by the horns before the other shoe drops on our parade." Been there, done that. But here is what I have learned. Those moments are not failures. They are proof that you were brave enough to try, that you read widely, think deeply, and put yourself out there in a language that's not always easy. Biliteracy is not just a skill. It is a reflection of who we are, our cultures, our families, our communities. In our global society, the ability to communicate across languages opens doors to college, to careers, and to civic lives in ways that truly matter. To every student being honored today, this seal is an affirmation of your talent and your journey. You are proof that multilingualism is a strength, mispronunciations and all. Sacramento is stronger because of all of you. Congratulations.
Gabrielle Rose, San Juan High School, Rio Americano High School, Spanish. Charlotte Thomas, Rio Americano High School, French. Galalai Satar, Miralema High School, Pashto, Farsi, and Dari. Fatima Faryadi, Miraloma High School, Farsi, Dari, and Pashto. Salwa Safi, Miraloma High School, Farsi. Malalai Satar, Miraloma High School, our 4-medal seal, Pashto, Farsi, Dari, and Urdu. Ahmad Suaib Shafiq, Rio Americano High School, Farsi, and Dari. Samaya Ramazan Ali, Miraloma High School, Dari, and Turkish. Ian Asiel Higuera del Rael, El Camino High School, Spanish. Michaela Urrutia, El Camino High School, Spanish. Marta Zamarron, El Camino High School, Spanish. Miguel Arroyo Perez, Miraloma High School, Spanish. Ingrid Noreen, Miraloma High School, Spanish. Anayatullah Hananzai, Miro High School, Pashto and Dari. Ahmad Khyber Babak, El Camino High School, Pashto and Dari. Lily Yamashiro, Del Campo High School, French. Josue Rivera Juarez, Bella Vista High School, Spanish. Cristela Marquez Ramirez, Miraloma High School, Spanish. Madison Delser, Casa Roble High School, Spanish. Andrea Saez, Del Campo High School, Spanish. Jimena Mendez Prieto, Del Campo High School, Spanish. Fiona Amy, Miraloma High School, French. Congrats, San Juan Unified recipients.
Thank you. Thank you, and congratulations to San Juan Unified School District. And now we call Visions in Education, and Silvia Covarrubias, who has been coordinating this seal for a few years, is going to be welcomed to the podium.
Good evening. My name is Silvia Covarrubias. I am the State Seal of Biliteracy and LPAC Coordinator at Visions in Education. I am here today with David Villegas, Assessment and Evaluation Manager, and Jennifer Morrison, Senior Director of Instruction. Tonight, we gathered to honor our students who have earned the State Seal of Biliteracy, an achievement that represents far more than proficiency in multiple languages. It reflects discipline, cultural awareness, and true college and career readiness. Each language, each culture, and each story strengthens who we are as a community. The Seal of Biliteracy recognizes not only academic excellence, but the ability to connect, communicate, and lead across differences. This moment is even more meaningful when we look at our growth. From 31 students in 2022 to 72 students this year. That progress reflects the dedication of our students and the consistent support of our teachers, counselors, and staff who make this possible year after year. We're also proud to see our language representation grow from 5 to 14 languages, a powerful reflection of the diversity that defines Visions in Education. To our students, this achievement is more than recognition. It's an advantage you carry into your future. You are prepared, capable, and ready to make an impact in global society. And to our educators and staff, thank you for your commitment and guidance in helping our students reach this milestone. Congratulations to all of you. Your voices across languages and cultures are your strength. Please join in congratulating Visions awardees who are in attendance today. Aurelio Johnny, Albanian and Italian. Ezra Price, French. Rosemary Raya, Spanish. Erlin G. Sana, Tagalog. Javadia Bass, Urdu. Britia Diaz, Spanish.
Thank you, and congratulations, Visions in Education Scholars. We are so grateful to all of you families. Thank you for shaking the hands of everyone. We have, if anybody would like to take a picture, we welcome that. And we want to thank everyone that made this possible, especially everyone that contributed in the Sacramento Education Cable Consortium. Thank you. It will be posted, our video will be posted late May or early June. And we thank our SCOE teams, because it's a multidisciplinary team that supports this effort. Thank you, Superintendent Gordon, Dr. Hirota, and our board members. Thank you, families. Congratulations, students. There's some refreshments outside, and if you want to take pictures, we welcome you to the stage. Thank you. Angelina is here to take pictures of anyone. Thank you, and have a good evening.